Alright guys, it's December 10th, 2016. We're at Flamingo right now. And of course we've been here 2 days, 40 bucks a day on the dock. And it's still small craft outside. If you look around, the weather is really, well, it's not crappy, it's just blowing. It's overcast. It's probably 7:30 in the morning. I'm going to try and go outside today, one way or the other. I'm going to go get off the dock, and even if I got to go and anchor in the lee, the weather's supposed to clear up in the next few days, but I don't want to sit here on the dock for that. So anyway, we're going to take a shot at it, see what it looks like outside, and I get to test the boat out. And hey, if it's crappy, I've got an anchor. So I'm just tired of sitting on the dock and eaten by mosquitoes. So, well, with the wind blowing, they're not as bad, but I'm pretty much covered in bites. I forgot how much fun Florida could be. So, anyway, this is the trip. My buddy and his Jarcat, which is a power boat, a Cedar 21 and or 22, and I am a Jarcat 6 meter, but it's actually about a 21-foot boat. So anyway, on that note, we're clear, and I'll update later. Alright guys, this might show up a little better than coming in, since it was blowing down the channel, and now I'm running with the channel. And okay, I'm going to swing around here. This is how tight some of these channels are. I might lose you in the glare, but you can see the markers. And last time I ran through here, a big power boat bored through, so I got waked pretty good. But anyway, we're swinging. Too much sun maybe over there. Let's swing back. I'm about, oh, you know, 50 feet off. And there's my wake. There's my wonderful little electric Torqeedo being powered by the sun and more sun and a little bit of sail. So this is what I do. I don't go fast, but I get there. It's quiet, and I still make time. And meanwhile, when I sit in an anchorage, my batteries, my fuel tank fills up, because right now the sun is shining as it usually does in the Keys. So okay, on that note, just want to show you how tight these channels can be. So I'm clear. All right guys, here it is. This is the Keys at its best. I'm reaching right now. I'm doing about, I don't know, maybe 5 knots, 4 knots. But you want to go slow in this stuff anyway, because you want to see what's going on. There's a little islet. I wouldn't even call that. It's probably a big sandbar coming up. It's about a ½ mile out, but the tide's up. So it's actually submerged, and there's no wind, or no real wind to speak of, so I can't see anything breaking. So I just got to pay attention. But this is literally what the Keys are all about. Check this water out. Alright, I don't want to swing off to this side. Maybe you can see it better there. I can't see because of the sun. I mean, I can see it, but I can't see it on the camera. So anyway, here's my little solar panels, which I'm blocking right now. But so this is me. I'm running for Twin Key Pass. You can probably tell because those little islets are Twin Keys, and like I said, there's a little flat or something. I think I see it already. Maybe it's a ½ mile out, just a little to starboard, which is really what I wanted to go to port of it, downwind of it, because that way I can fall off and be okay. Or whoop, whoop, it could be right there. So I'll have to check. Good thing is, my philosophy is go slow, hit slow, and with this boat I can run this thing aground. Actually, what it would be is it would be an ideal reef to go and anchor off and dive. Oh, I might go and do that. I mean, this is just one of those days. Anyway, this is my boat. Okay, so we'll look. I'm up on the cabin top so I can see everything. Okay, solar panels, sails pulling, she's doing good. There's my cockpit and all my crap strewn around. Just had some key lime pie, and I think I'm gonna go drop an anchor and have myself a little dive. And because I'm in the Keys, and that's what you do in the Keys. So okay, anyway, once again, here it is, guys. Good stuffs. So yeah, I'm gonna work my way on over there and then see if I can drop a hook and go from there. Okay, we're clear. All right, this is me on an unknown reef out here in the middle of Florida Bay. It's not even an unknown reef, it's just a little bar, and right now it's high tide, so the bar has got water over it, but oh, my fins are coming off. Okay, anyway, good looking boat, eh? And so I got a hook down. I was going to swim on over there. Guess I'm going to do it without fins. So I'll be back. All right, I hope I get this. Just took a little dive on the same reef these guys are. It's not really a reef. It's a big grass flat. See that guy with the pole right there and the fisherman up in the bow? I was born to do that. And well, sailed around the world, or halfway around the world anyway, so that worked out. But this is where I really thought I was going to end up, in the Keys. But you know what? Now, this is the next best thing, and I'm having a great time, and that is thanks to my wife. So, honey, thank you. I love you, and thanks for making all this happen for me. So, okay, and then over there is Twin Keys. Scott's anchored off of there. There's a pass through there, one of those narrow, shitty little passes, but it's a new pass, and I want to try it. I think we're going to do it tomorrow, though. This way I'm going to be able to get in the next hour, get another swim in, maybe dive around the boat, and do the good stuff. So, okay, on that note, I'm clear. All right. I don't know why, I just can't get enough of this view. This is backcountry Keys, and this is what I really, really love. As you can see, the seas are glassy right now. It's probably less than 2 or 3 knots. A little bit of a ruffle here and a ruffle there, but I mean, this is backcountry Keys stuff. There's a chain of little keys, islands. I mean, there's hundreds of them, and they all have channels, and in between them are bays that are 5 and 6 feet, which you can see down here. And the rest are just mangrove nurseries full of snapper, pelchers, silver sides, mullet, and then of course everything that preys on them, which is snook, tarpon, barracuda, lots and lots of barracuda. There's a little needlefish. Occasionally, and especially with these conditions, you can see a shark. Usually the dorsal and then the tip of its tail, and that way you can tell how big it is. And but besides that, man, this place is beautiful. And you want to see a really neat sight? Okay. This is what powers my vessel. Okay. Well, also the sail, but under conditions like this, these 2 panels, those 4 panels, there's about 600 watts going into the system right now. I've got 2400 watt reserve in batteries. I'm probably tapping half out of the sun and tapping half out of the batteries, but that extends the batteries for quite some time. And then once I get to this nice little sunny Twin Key anchorage, where you can see my buddy's boat right now, and I think he's in a kayak. Anyway, once I get to that anchorage, I've got another 4, 5, 6 hours of sunlight, but of course I'm not going to be drawing on it, and my gas tank is filling back up. So for all practical purposes, as long as I've got water and food, I could be in the backcountry for a long, long time, especially if I manage my power and just, you know, pay attention. So and that's what I do, especially at sea. So okay, on this note, like I said, I just can't get enough of this. I can't get enough of my boat going through the water. I love these conditions, and I really look at that stern weight going out for miles. And anyway, okay, all right, I gotta quit burning up my my limited resource battery time and stuff like that on rambling. So okay, on this note, we're clear, and I'll be at Twin Key in probably less than 20 minutes. So we're clear. All right, guys, I'm not sure if you can see this. Today is Thursday. We're really back in the back bay, and beautiful day. It's glassy flat, and when they say Everglades and sea of grass, this is what they mean. I have gone miles now in 3 feet of water with grass, and this is the grass. This is the stuff that the nursery, I don't know, the nursery of the world. Between the mangroves and this grass, this supplies a lot of embryonic life. and it's a big shelter. I think all the lobster come out of here. Lobster, shrimp, and then of course glass minnow, all that stuff, right? And then of course these mangrove islands, and that is Sand Key. And actually it's protected by mud banks, and so there's another cut that I'm gonna have to filter through. But look at this day, so you can't beat this. So I'm just taking my time. It's about noon 30, and I'll be in a couple of hours. Have a cold beer, relax. Just missed that turtle right there, and enjoy the rest of the day. So and hopefully, if I don't run aground, and I haven't really done it yet, just a few little mud puddles, let's say that, you know, where you're kicking up a mud trail for a little bit. But anyway, solar panels are charging, and they're really charging under these conditions. I mean, this is perfect. This thing will run all day long with these panels if there's nothing blocking them. And but there's always something blocking them, including clouds. So okay, on that note, I just wanted to see this. This is like, I mean, you know, I don't know, 20 miles, 30 miles, 40 miles. See all those keys back there? Anyway, and it's all grass. And this is literally the nursery, one of the nurseries of the Caribbean. This is the place where it all happens. So very cool. I'm glad it's protected. It needs to stay protected, unless of course they find a way to frack this. So okay, anyway, no politics. This is really cool stuff. Okay, we're clear. All right, guys, it's Friday morning. Friday morning. I think it's 8 o'clock or something like that. I ended up, it blew pretty bad last night. Drug a hook, had to get up in the middle of the night, move. And apparently we came in on a really high tide, and so here we are. And now it's low tide. Actually, low tide will be in another hour, and we'll be on the hard, which I will film in just a little bit. Now we have shorebirds. Let me see if I can't zoom in on some of these puppies. Okay, once again, this is a rookery, and it's protected, and very impressive Sand Key, and we are on the hard. We are literally aground, and so the tide's coming in at, I don't know, if low tide's 9, high tide's not going to be until probably 3:30, 4 o'clock. Might be able to get off around noon, but then we got to make the call. The weather's going to deteriorate. Right now it's a spectacular morning. It's blowing 10 to 15, which is okay unless you're a little boat that needs to go to weather and doesn't have weather sails, and it's going to have to power to weather. And so once I get out in the channel, what I was trying to do is run the lee of the islands, and that island over there, I think it's called Chris Ross or something, but I could run the lee of these islands and then cut across the channel, get in the lee of the land, and maybe tonight it's supposed to blow 20. So not sure what I'm going to do and how I'm going to do it, but that's for later on. Right now there's nothing I can do except enjoy the scenery, and on that note, that's what I'm going to do. So we're clear. I'll wait until it gets really dry, take another shot. Tide's not completely low yet.